Hey, Gen X, we're walking into retirement like we walked into everything else in life. Underprepared, overdose on apathy, and wondering who the hell was in charge of this train wreck. Average Gen X retirement savings? Well, that's about 190 grand. The average amount that we actually need, I'd say that's probably closer to $1 million. That's not a gap. That's a canyon. That's not Florida condo money. That's one medical emergency away from you being screwed. We did the work. We went to college. We played by the rules, and we're not fine. This is a retirement reality check because Gen X retirement crisis, that's real and it's coming and we're pissed about it. Look, my parents got a pension. They worked 30 years, got a watch, and then they got paid until they died. We got handed 401ks and told, here, manage this complicated financial product you don't understand and don't screw it up. Because if you do, that's your fault. Did anyone actually sit us down and explain how this thing is supposed to work? Or did they just hand us this brochure and a login and password and hope we didn't ask any questions? We went from stability to the 90s to the 2000s where loyalty died and companies laid you off via email before you even finished your lukewarm break room coffee. They shipped their jobs to different time zones and said, hey, well, at least you've got casual Fridays. We were told to save, 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 while they made it almost impossible to catch up. We are the generation that got screwed. We didn't get the pensions, we didn't get the handouts, and we sure as hell didn't get that cushy cost of living adjustments. We got layoffs, hiring freezes, and a pat on the head. We're the generation paying off our own student loans and trying to help our grown-ass kids with theirs. 4 degrees that land them a junior content coordinator job making $17 an hour and a free company water bottle. We paid Blockbuster late fees. We paid for dial-up internet that screamed at us every time we logged in. Now we're paying $80,000 for a bachelor's degree that qualifies you to moderate a Facebook group. We're drowning in debt, mortgages, car loans, credit cards, because housing costs tripled while our wages did absolutely nothing. We used to walk into a house showing thinking, well, maybe we can afford this. Now we walk in wondering, do I need to sell a kidney for the down payment? When you Google, can Gen X even afford to retire? The answers are all basically the same. LOL, no. Forget blaming avocado toast. We're deep in the Gen X debt. And the ladder out is made of subscription fees, interest payments, and anxiety. We've been told since we were teenagers that Social Security will probably run out before we even get there. What a fabulous pep talk that was. Thanks for the lifelong anxiety, government. Is it going to go to zero? Well, probably not. But will there be cuts, changes, and moving goalposts right when we finally limp across that finish line? Almost definitely. We know it's not going to be enough. But a lot of us are here still kind of counting on it because, frankly, we're exhausted. We're basically planning to work until we're into our 70s just to maybe cover the basics. Rent, food, meds, and the occasional sad trip to Applebee's. Put your best, most cynical answer in the comments. Will Social Security be there when Gen X retires? Yes or no? Or they'll move the age to 83 and call it a win. I want to hear your doom predictions. All right, that's enough crying into our flannel. We know we're screwed. That's not the news. But we're Gen X. We've been cleaning up other people's messes our entire lives. And this is just another one. So here it is. Gen X Retirement Survival Guide. It's not perfect, just good enough not to die broke. First, know your numbers. Not a vibe, not, hey, I'll just work it out until I drop. Not, I'll just work until I drop. Know the actual numbers. Figure out exactly how much you're going to need to survive retirement without living off cat food and regret. Log into your accounts, all of them, retirement accounts, saving investments. If it's got money in it, it counts. Write it down and add it all up, but don't drink until you've seen the total. Because the truth is, you can't fix what you refuse to look at. Avoiding the number doesn't protect you. It just lets the problem grow quietly in the background. Second, cut the stupid expenses. You don't need 8 streaming services. You're watching the same 3 shows on 2 of them anyway. So cut 5 of them out. And more importantly, stop financially rescuing grown-ass adults while you're drowning. If you're paying your 27-year-old phone bill while putting groceries on a credit card, something's broken. You're not a bank. You are a tired human being trying to survive late-stage capitalism. Set boundaries. Say no. Say I love you, but I can't afford that. And they can exist in the same sentence. Every dollar you stop bleeding out to subscriptions, toys, and other people's emergencies is a dollar that can go toward old you not being totally screwed. Third, get a side hustle that doesn't totally suck. Not some cult leader, rise and grind nonsense where you're selling essential oils to your high school lab partners. I mean, real work that uses your actual skills. Freelance, counseling, part-time gigs that pay reasonably well. The truth is, you survived 20 plus years of corporate chaos, layoffs, micromanagers, and team building exercises. That experience is worth money. Turn your trauma into invoices. Maybe it's coaching people in your field, or taking on a contract project, or doing specialized work for a few hours a week. Side money is how Gen X catches up on retirement without living on instant noodles. It's not fun. It's not fair. And it's definitely not what we were promised, but it's what we do. We're scrappy. We're independent. And we've been figuring shit out all the way along since we were 10 years old with a TV dinner and a remote control. We'll figure this out too. Work until we die is a terrible, terrible retirement plan. Don't make that your strategy. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And if you want more Gen X survival guides for money, parenting, or just staying sane in this clown show of a world, I will read them. I will respond. And speaking of survival, I will actually make a few side hustle videos that actually pay off for Gen Xers who are too tired for the grind set cult. So watch for them. Like, subscribe, just do it. And in the comments, lottery or Costco greeter, what's your retirement plan? We want to know.